Hey, yo. Hello? Yo, are you open?
Would you like a juice?
Yeah, if it's not too much trouble. What's your Stankonia?
Apple, lemon, ginger, and almond juice.
All right, I'll get one of those.
Cool.
Cool.
I was napping.
Yeah, I saw that.
Nap as soon as you get tired, right? I mean, that's what our hunter-gatherer ancestors used to do. Wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, if I'm tired, take a nap. I mean, how do you think cavemen used to live to 150 years old?
I'm pretty sure that's not true.
Look, right now we're out of some of my best stuff, but I'm sure you'll love this one. My juices are designed specifically to give you a little bit of extra energy.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. So, come back when you're worn out and looking to put in a little extra work with the team. I'm a big fan, by the way. Been watching you for a bit.
Oh, word?
No, not really. But I know who you are. I'm Derek, by the way. Namaste.
Huh. Namaste, Derek. That was actually pretty good. I'll see you around, man.
Hey, welcome to the Fuel Bar.
I'll take these.
Great choice.
Thanks.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my partners, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, a victory here tonight gives them the 8th best record in the NBA. It's been a solid season for them. Tonight, two teams.
DJ, what's going on, baby?
What's good, man?
You all right?
Yeah, I'm dragging, bro. I'm exhausted.
Dragging from what?
It's the middle of the season, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get the energy up.
Oh, come on, man. You know this is a grind. Get to
Yeah,
play
I
the
know.
game you love. Come on,
I
now.
know. You right. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
you better be ready tonight. I'm coming with it.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, you just motivated me. I'm coming for you.
Bet.
Oh, say does that.
The Bulls are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this one. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action with Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And we have a surprise guest, folks. Here he is, the four-time All-NBA first-teamer, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, NBA champion, which is probably most happy about, most proud of, Kevin Garnett. Thanks so much for joining us for the game.
Man, thank you for having me, man. Shout out to 2K. You know what it is, 2K? Right. OBF all day, you know? Yeah.
Now, you can't play 2K while we're doing 2K.
No, we can't. We can't play it right now, but I'm waiting. Shout to Shaq on this cover. Shout to my dog Shaq. That's dope. That's what's up. Gas Shaq is on there. Right. Love that. That's what's up. These deserves it, man. That's what's up.
Thrilled to be back in Boston. The Celtics ready for that home court advantage. They're in 5th place in the East, a team to be reckoned with for sure.
And you know, for the Celtics, they've remained right there kind of in the middle of the playoff race, but we're so used to seeing this team be at the top of the heap. They have to be a little bit disappointed.
And before we get going, let's catch up with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who had a chance to speak with head coach Brad Stevens. David, what do you have to say?
Well, guys, despite their 0-3 record in this season series, I asked him if there were any positives to take away from those first 3 games, and he said, "Are you kidding? They've taken us to the cleaners." He added, "If anything, it shows us just how much work we have left to get to where we ultimately want to be." Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And people may not know, KG, that you're not just a broadcaster for 2K, but you're a member of the 2K community.
Have you been keeping up with the community, man?
Oh, yeah, very much so.
Man, listen,
very much so.
Shout out to all the 2K players out there. I'm Jizzle Lord. Y'all know what it is. I'm Jizzle Lord 5. Shout out to my OBF team. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to Dex. Shout out to Bug. Shout out to everybody out there playing.
Wow.
Right. We definitely.
Wow.
It's all good. You know, I'm OBF. I'm about the team. I'm gang. You know what it is. Jizzle Lord. Y'all holler at me. Y'all know what it is, 2K. Right.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for Chicago right now, Mirotić at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. On out there was Zach LaVine. And it's Valentine in at the small forward. Bulls shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he knocks down the first one.
And when DJ isn't grooving off the court to his tunes, he's locked in on the floor. A special player with a fantastic skills.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Kevin, it's been said that some guys hated to play against you. Is there someone you hated to play against for whatever reason?
No.
You enjoyed every challenge?
I enjoyed every competitor because on the offensive side of the ball, I was always challenged when to use counters or what type of moves I was using. I took a lot of pride in having a variety of moves for different types of defenses. And each guy is going to bring out a different side of the offense in you. And then turning around and then being that defender and being able to guard the post player or the post or whatever the post player was or whatever. Rasheed Wallace was always a tough guard. Tim Duncan was always a tough guard. Zach Randolph was always a tough guard. Chris Webber, Dice, Karl Malone.
Great names. Here's DJ. He's coming off a 31-point game against Charlotte.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
Now here's Brown. 4-point game. And Kevin, you played for some great coaches, but is there any coach you would have been interested to work with that just didn't get a chance to? Say, Greg Popovich or Phil Jackson.
Those are great coaches. I've had very, very little time with those guys.
Maybe in all-star games and things like that.
I have. But, when you do all-star games, you let yourself go. You open up yourself to try to, be there and be present with the guys. Yes. Open up, hey, what's up? What's been up with you? How's the year for y'all? Y'all playing well. We're going to beat y'all when we see y'all, blah, blah, blah. But, you're very cordial. And, you're not talking too much about X's and O's. But you do share perspectives. You do share, philosophies. Pop is a great mind. I had a chance to sit with him a couple times. Phil's a great mind. Phil is super deep and loves the philosophy of. I haven't had a lot of time with those guys. Doc Rivers, shout out to Doc. And, I know he doesn't get a lot for his philosophies, but he's very enriched with philosophies and styles and bringing teams together and trying to make sure that guys stay connected, stimulated. He would always tell us, never get bored with the process.
Wow, that's so intriguing. Interesting to hear. Well, the fans out there watching this, Kev, can you talk about why it's so incredibly difficult to win an NBA title, to become a champion? Why is it such a tough process?
Well, just imagine having a goal and you're not pursuing the goal by yourself. Just say you and somebody else.
Relying on somebody else.
Relying on somebody else, okay? So let's just say you and someone are doing something, walking up a hill. Y'all getting ready to go walk up a hill. Well, the speed in which you want to walk at might be different from the other person. And what you realize about when you're trying to reach any goal is that you have to be connected. You have to be understanding of, we're going to walk up it together like at this speed, like this, or we're going fast, we're going slow. It has to be a great level of communication and understanding. At the same time, you have to have the same work ethic because you have to understand you're together. And you don't get to go at this level and leave someone behind. You have to actually, if you got to pull them, if you got to keep up, whatever it is. All this goes into trying to win.
It sure does. That's right. Passes to Valentine. He's looking for Levine and finds him. There's Brown with the three. And Boston with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Well, and they played more than just a supporting role. I mean, without their points, it would have been tough to get that role in.
Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Kevin, you were always known as wanting to play and always wanting to practice. You were a gym rat. What did you do when a coach would ask you maybe to take a breather? Let's sit out this game. Let's rest up. Would you welcome that? Would you just say, I'll let you know when I can't go? How would you handle that situation?
You know what? I've always asked the coach to respect the way I get ready for games. I've always asked him to respect the way I approach the game. I've always asked the coach to respect me and my expertise of knowing my body. I'm very, very vocal. Listen, if one person needs rest and it's me, I know how to raise my hand. I know how to say I need some rest. But, you know, I'm a person who likes to push through a lot of things. I'm a person who understands rest, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I'm a person who understands that practice makes perfect. And if I can work on something for as long as I can to make something better, because I know at the end when I need it, especially when I dial, I used to call it dial up. When I call, I need the answer.
Bulls shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And KG, so great to see you. It takes me back. It really does.
A lot of people don't know, man. We got real original ties, man.
Back to the beginning.
95, man. My original man right here.
Here he was, man. You were a thrill a minute, I'll tell you that.
Man,
a thrill a minute.
Now look at us. 21 years later, dog. Man, can you believe
We're still
this?
standing.
We are. They haven't caught on yet. Don't say anything.
Shh, okay.
Keep it between us.
Okay.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Celtics trail by 8. Kevin, when you entered the draft, no player had made the jump from high school to the NBA in 20 years. And what were your emotions when your name was called number 5 overall?
Oh, man, I remember that. It was
17 years old?
17, just turning 18 at the time. I was in like a whirlwind, to be honest. A lot of people don't know it's a lot of stuff that goes up into the draft. You know, things that I wasn't aware of. You're training twice a day. You're trying to get ready for the combine. You're trying to get ready for pre-draft. You got to do workouts. This is all new to me. On top of still going to high school, trying to, you know, graduate and stuff. So I figured it out. I hustled and I bustled and I juggled a bunch of different things. But once your name is called, it's almost like the culmination. It all comes together. It's a special moment for just you and your family and your loved ones and ones around you. And when my name was called, it felt like the world had stopped and everything was going very slow.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Rozier, the pass to Horford. Here's Rozier. Celtics passing it around at the elbow. Horford. Pass to Smart. And Kevin, welcome to the 2K team. I didn't realize how much you love NBA 2K.
Oh, man, you know 2K is always live, man. I'm a super fan. Man, this game is going all over the place, bro. Like, seriously, like, I'm geeked to see what's next, man. They got everything down. I'm sitting here watching all the little small intangibles that come with the game. I'm watching the game grow. I'm watching how better players are getting. I'm watching the online play, man. It's lit. It's lit. I can't wait to see this.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And Kevin, there was such a whirlwind around your trade to the Celtics from the Timberwolves. What were your thoughts and emotions at that time?
Man, you know what? Being in Minnesota at that time, it was very difficult for me. I didn't necessarily want to leave. I had a goal to bring the city a championship, and I felt like I could do that. Nothing worse than when you have to deal with the reality of change.
Yes.
I'm not the one for change, even though I do know in order to process or progress better, you have to embrace some change. So with the help of my friends from Chauncey Billups, Teron Lou, I sat and I thought through it with those guys who had been through the trade process and talking to me, getting me to understand my options. And once I understood all my options, then I just, it was about what was best for me and my fam.
Wow, yeah, there's a lot to consider.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Rozier. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Shot clock at 5. And it's blocked by Brown.
DJ is solid. Knowing when to leap up for the block shots. Got to be careful with shooting when he's around.
And Kev, you had a voice in where you'd go from Minnesota. How did all that play out?
I sat with my wife, and we all kind of went through it and thought Boston was the best situation. Paul and I had great bones and great history that I don't think the world really knew. We have been knowing each other since 14, 15. I played with each other younger, and I had a chance to play with Cole, but that really didn't go through. A lot of people don't know I had a chance to play with Steve Nash also, but I wanted to play with a star of mine, and that wasn't the case. So I decided to go to Boston. Ray and I knew each other from South Carolina. And then, the Rondo piece was a huge piece for me. I had followed the youngster in his first year and just watched his growth a little bit, even though I was in the Western Conference. And then when I got to Boston, I knew they had good pieces like Kendrick Perkins and Tony Allen. I wasn't aware of the big baby piece yet. And then I wasn't sure on the Posey part. And then all of a sudden it started to come together, Eddie House. And then all of this. And
great names.
I mean,
great names.
Just all alphas, all guys able to stand up and speak for themselves and be articulate, and all different facets, and very similar facets of who we are, personality.
Wells has a lot of confidence in his dunking ability. Always fun to watch him take off and go towards the rim.
And that last replay, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And now, the first timeout called here for Boston.
Yeah, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
.152 left here in the opening quarter. And Kevin, you've recently gotten a chance to do more TV. Your show Area 21 has been tremendous, and the critics love it. Talk about this chapter of your career.
Well, it was something that I wasn't planning on, but, Turner brought me a great concept, and it fit the mold of what any man cave is, and that's really what it is. But the fact that we can go in, watch games on multiple channels, see multiple games, articulate it, give it from a perspective of a player, coming fresh out of this generation of players, giving understanding to this generation of players is very important, because these players now are very different. Teaching these young players, still being mentors of these players, very important, and still loving this game. It's still a beautiful game. Man, the game is growing. I'm watching these kids do all types of different stuff, man. The creativity in our game now is so heightened. So, yeah, I'm having a bunch of fun, which is one thing I never forgot, the piece of advice you've always told me, man. So you continue to enjoy what you do, and it'll show. And I'm hoping that I'm making you proud of that, Kay. I'm enjoying what I'm doing, man.
You're an incredible ambassador to all of those things. The game, the fun of life, right. And you capture a lot of the fun of life.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm enjoying it, so, hopefully it shows.
And the dunk by Wells.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you got to love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
There's the pick. Can they get it? Rebound by the Bulls. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
You know what? It's a fine line between attacking but yet staying under control, and they did, and that's why they shot such a high percentage.
Well, they worked through their plays until they found some decent looks, and then they did a great job finishing.
Larkin, the pass to Yabusele. He got it up, and that's not going to go. DJ has been on display for Chicago. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Bulls team out there.
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Well, there's not enough defensive pressure on the perimeter. We'll see in the second quarter if that gets corrected.
We've got Aaron Baines, Tatum out there with Yabusele. Then there's Shane Larkin. And it's Irving in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Regular season grind, 82 games in the regular season. In your opinion, is that the right amount of games for teams to play, or would you like to see the schedule shortened where there's more practice in between, more days of rest, more days to recuperate?
Man, look.
You got a big smile on your face.
For the old school, Kev, you know, 82 games is how you got to come through it. This is, listen.
It's a war, isn't it?
Listen, it is. And you know what? This is the tradition of it, man. This is what it is, bro. If you don't want to go through this and go through this hall and this road of this journey, then cool. Go to another league. They got shorter games. They got other awards that you can, you know. This is the NBA. This is what it is. This is the grind of it. And ones that have come before you have done it, just like the ones that's after you is going to do it. This is what it is, bro.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Hornets put on a show. He ended with 31 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. The stat line was filled, and the whole league was talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
Yeah, he was special, but the biggest challenge for him tonight is that the defense will be ready for him. They saw what he did in the last game, just like the rest of us.
Kevin, over the years, we've seen a number of super teams develop, and in the Warriors' case, it's not the big 3, it's the big 4. Is this a trend you see continuing? You did it in Boston.
Man, look.
You were the original big 3.
It seems like it, eh? You know, right.
You were the original big 3.
You know what? It's like an innovative type of thing, right? I didn't even know that we were doing that. Right, because LeBron come back and do what? LeBron goes to
Miami. He's the big 3 right down there. Yeah.
And then what? Then it just starts morphing into these different things, right?
KD to Golden State.
Right. Yeah. Oh, man.
What do you think of that?
I think this is pretty much the norm. You know what? Listen, I think KD took a lot of heat for it, but when you really think about what he's doing, is that, let's say 20 years from now, when he sits back and he wants to talk to Steph, he wants to talk to Draymond, he's talking to Clay. These are all going to be 3 greats with him. I'm just talking about those 3 guys. He's playing with 3 other greats. I'm sorry. If you had a chance to play with 3 other greats in the prime, Kev, you're going to do that. And if you don't, then something's wrong with you.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And, Kevin, you look at the star players joining up today. At the end of the day, it's about winning.
The game is about winning. More importantly, it's about these bonds that you're able to establish. Those guys are going to be brothers forever. Now, I get the whole OKC, him leaving, right? But this is morphing into something else, and I think that this is going to be part of the norm.
Championships.
It is, man, and that's what you're in this for. You go to build these things. I don't know if I would have done it like that, but I understand it. I get it. He's playing with 3 other greats that's making the game more efficient for him, and it's working. But, yes, I see this being the norm in the league.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Mirotic is checked in for Bobby Portis. Valentine comes in for Justin Holiday, and Levine subbed in for Wells. He had a nice open look right there. DJ's got 13 points. Kevin, some of the relatively new rules protecting players, the breakaway, the flagrant 1, the flagrant 2, are you in favor of all this stuff?
I'm in favor for players' health. You know, anything that is going to be detrimental to a player's health, I feel like, you know, the player's health is the first and only obligation. That's all I've ever worried about. You know, foul play, you know, I think every player should always understand it's a way to foul, it's a way to be able to, you know, send a message. But in the heat of the moment, I get it. You know, things happen. But just I hope that all players out there will continue to, you know, to care about and respect the game.
Irving kicks to Morris. Al Horford, a player who doesn't dominate any one category as a big man, but KG he has very few weaknesses. He's fundamentally sound.
He's very effective, man. Al Horford knows what he is. He's very solid with what he does, sets great picks. He's able to create space between him and his defender. If you watch him, he's gotten better with his shot. He's gotten better with his three-point shot. He's able to shoot it at rapid style now. Being in Atlanta, being in a kind of a system where he was able to play kind of 4 guys, 1 in, and he would be more perimeter. He's really developed a perimeter shot now. It's really helped him. Now he's able to put the ball on the floor with a shot fade and go to the basket, make, other passes to guys. Really helped that whole system up there. Boston is a threat, but without Al Horford's play, his inside play, and his, able to go out and hit threes, they're not the same team without him.
Quality person, too.
Absolutely,
yes.
Man. No better locker room leader. He's one of these guys that, when you talk about men, you want to know that men can stand up and speak like men. He's one of those guys. He's one of those guys that's going to put on the table, and we are going to be in here speaking as men as it should be.
Lopez, he's checked in for Chicago.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And KG, talk about how the greats can just impose their will.
It's almost like another level.
Yeah.
When you see LeBron, what he did to Detroit in that fourth quarter, that's a blackout. You don't know what you're doing. When you see Kobe go for 81, when you see Chauncey come down on a 1, these players are blacking out. These are elite players in elite moments, taking the moment. Paul Pierce is one of the best that I've ever seen grab a moment and savor it and just put it in slow-mo. And nothing speeding them up.
Special players.
Special players, bro. I get a front row seat of seeing that.
I know.
Ray Allen, the same thing. He had a great composure about himself to slow himself down and hit pressure shots. Tim Duncan, same thing.
And KG, when you were bringing those greats together like you had in Boston, the intersection of you and Doc and Paul Pierce and Ray Allen, all these guys together, everything was aligned.
But you got to go through something to be able to appreciate something. And I like to think that with the joining of myself and Ray Allen and Paul Pierce going to Boston, that we all had to have a journey up until that point and go through something and feel something, and have something feel left out. We all was achieved when we all came together. Awards, countless all-star achievements. But then when it came to total winning and what we all do this for, it was all vacant. And that's what we all shared. And we all shared the same appetite for that, Kev.
Right. Appetite.
And I'm telling you, man, when we all got together, we all knew never to let each other down. And we all gave each other 100%.
What a time. Kevin, we see some coaches get extremely emotional on the sideline. Others take a more even-keeled approach, more calm on the sideline. Which coaching style would you prefer to play for when you were in your prime? Did you want a coach who was animated, or did you want a coach that was just kind of settled on the sideline?
You know what? I like the coach that was settled on the sideline. I like to think that great coaches are going to be able to coach you in practice, and then during the games, it's about the product and what you put out on the floor. Coaches that have understanding, coaches that have vision, coaches that understand the game, understand that this is a game of runs, know that it's a game of momentum, and have plays for those momentums and those times. Or coaches that I've always gravitated to and understood that they
like Doc was kind of in between, wasn't he? A little bit of emotion, but he could also have a calm demeanor on that side.
Doc was on fire. I'm sorry. Doc, there was nothing calming about Doc.
I'm trying to cover Doc's back here.
No, shout to Doc. Doc would rip your head off if you wasn't supposed to. But you know what? You need to play with that edge. You needed to know that if you wasn't in your spot, 1 through 15, you understood that you were supposed to be there. And it's good to play with that. I think that you don't want to be out there playing like, this is no big deal. Every play is a big deal. And no play, absolutely. Right. And you know what? That severity, and you play with that importance, and, knowing that you're playing for the next guy. So, that's important.
Here's Morris. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make. Kevin, one of the biggest moments of your career, the 2008 championship with the Boston Celtics. Talk about the camaraderie among that group of players.
Kev, I can tell right away that we had something special getting together right in September, right before the year started. We started working out together. We started sharing concepts and how we saw the game. Right away, I could tell that the appetite was there. 1 through 15 guys. It's very rare that you're able to get that many guys in that early. As soon as Danny, signed guys, we were in, we were lifting, we was just, around each other, understanding each other, playing a lot. We was playing a lot. Then, fortunately, we was able to go off to Rome that year. Rome was a good distraction for us because we had to lean on one another.
To bond a little bit.
Seriously, because, you know, none of us spoke Italian. You know, if we wanted to go somewhere, we was always 3-4 deep, and no one was asking and no one was telling us to be with each other. We were just naturally being with each other so much that whenever you saw us to the restaurants, 9, 10.
And so it's Chicago with an 18. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Shammy Wells has been sensational.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. Mirotic at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. Zach LaVine is out there with Brown, and it's Valentine in at the 3 slot. The Bulls leading by 15. Brown kicks to LaVine. In the corner, Valentine with it. Back to LaVine. Pass to DJ. Mirotic has a wide open look. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Mirotic has got 6 points.
When you're open, DJ will find you. A team-first guy who plays well within the offense.
Outside Irving. Fires from deep. Tice. Lopez with the block. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second free throw. The Bulls shooting well, 50% from the floor. Here's LaVine. Lays it up off the glass. 8 points for him.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Morris kicks to Horford. Over Lopez. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And that's now 10 points for Al Horford. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Mirotic. Off target with his 3.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Morris kicks to Irving. Picked by Horford. And stolen by DJ. On the wing, LaVine. And here we go. Fast break. LaVine's got it.
Well, he's been the safety valve for them on every possession. So dependable.
Celtics trail by 19. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off target from 3-point range. Kicks to Valentine. Back to Brown. On the wing, LaVine. Over Smart. And it's LaVine that time on the assist by Brown. Brown's got assist number 8 here in this one already. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Irving dishes to Morris. Smart wide open, he fires. Boston, no good that time either. The Bulls leading by 21. In transition, here come the Bulls. LaVine can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Morris against LaVine. And stolen by Mirotic. And here's the fast break. Drops in the breakaway layup. Mirotic has got 8 points.
Mirotic is so smart at running the floor. Whether he's driving all the way or spotting up, he's a threat to score.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And with the tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over this stretch. They really need to refocus here.
Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Celtics. Here's Irving. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. In the corner, Smart with it. Tries a three. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. While we have a chance, here are the NBA's assist leaders for the second half of the season. DJ number 1.
Wow, he's taken his passing to a whole new level. His court awareness has really improved as we've gotten deeper into the season.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Lopez. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Boston's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Felicio's checked in for Robin Lopez. In the corner, Horford with it. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
That's just outstanding awareness from Irving right there. Remarkable at finding his guys when they're wide open.
DJ passes to Felicio, and he gets the bucket. Felicio's got his first 2 points of the night.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. And here's Morris for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Brown against Irving. Brown kicks to Mirotic. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Yeah, all right, a chance to take a look at the numbers for Mirotic. This past month, he's really set himself apart. 11th in field goal percentage. And his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado. And more often than not, he prevails. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. DJ with it. He's got 19. Felicio, the pass to Brown. There's the dish to Mirotic. 5 to shoot. Trains the three-pointer. Mirotic has got 11 points.
Look at that fast release of Mirotic. Just remarkable as a big fella. As soon as the ball arrives, he's prepared to let it go.
Horford with a screen on Brown. Irving kicks to Horford. Back to Irving. Takes a 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Irving is a knockdown three-point artist. Sensational at measuring these three-point perimeter shots.
Brown dishes to Mirotic. Back to Brown. Deflects the pass. And it's sent back by Horford. And he recovers it. Felicio, no good.
Look, you can't defend down low much better than that. Refuses to give him an easy path to the bucket.
Irving with it. Now guarded by DJ. Picked by Horford. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Bulls have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Markkanen, he's checked in for Felicio. Portis comes in for Mirotic, and Wells is subbed in for Denzel Valentine. Baines, it's good.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop.
On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Levine. Pulls up on the elbow. Again, Irving missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Levine kicks to DJ from deep three-point range. And Boston with the rebound. Horford's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Tatum wide open. He fires one. From outside, off the mark. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's DJ. Almost, but it rolls out. Celtics trail by 19. The pass to Rozier. Here's Horford. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Horford's got 7 points for the quarter.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Levine, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pick by Horford. Here's Tatum. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Tatum's got 8.
Yeah, and Tatum showing consistency now from the mid-range. And when he has space to shoot it, he does not hesitate even for a second.
Here's Wells. And the Bulls get it back. Here's Brown. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
A frustrating start to this quarter for him.
In the corner, Irving with it. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Now look, this is nice. I love how Irving challenges the defense. Great at forcing the D to foul him while shooting.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That's good from Irving. Yabusele. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. We've got Irving, also Smart out there. Marcus Morris is out there with Horford. That's the Boston 5. Takes the 13-footer. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Chicago leading by 21. Brown wide open. He fires. Money from the wing. Brown's got 21.
Well, it's crucial that DJ shoots with confidence. When he's locked in, he's very hard to slow down.
Irving against Brown. Irving passes to Morris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And it's 8 points for Marcus Morris.
There isn't any player in the league who's going to pass up that shot. There's nobody near.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here's Irving. Rebound by the Bulls. Valentine's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Wow, and really, when Morris gets ahead of steam behind him, look out. Just a remarkable finisher.
Lopez inside, working on Horford. Brown outside. Mirotic dishes to Levine. Hits the 3-point bomb. Levine's got 7 points for the quarter.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Well, the game looks like it's starting to wear on them. Unable to get out, defend the perimeter, unfocused. This is a bad sign.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
The first one falls.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with is crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
So both teams changing it up here. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Well, Lopez is out there to set the tone defensively. I mean, he's a wily, strong defender who sends shots back with authority.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. To the right side. Ogilvy passes to Nader. Five on the clock, 16 feet away. Horford missing again.
I'm sure he'd say to himself, no excuse for missing that shot, even when it's such a clean look.
They grab their own miss. Felicio with the bucket.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
Keep it simple, know yourself, and that's how he gets his minutes. He doesn't stop battling for rebounds even when the score is lopsided. He knows his role.
Larkin. Sweet little floater.
Oh, the floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
DJ kicks to Felicio. Back to Brown. He feeds it to Levine. Now Valentine. He dishes it to DJ. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, the D was slouching there, and he rose up and confidently hit that shot, just like he did in the first half.
The first free throw is good. Some changes for Boston. .119 left in the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Chicago.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch. This team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll have now won 70 on the year.
Wow, they finished the season series.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rozier kicks to Irving. Horford sets a screen for Irving. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Brown outside. To the paint. Grant kicks to Markkanen. Brown outside. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Let's go, baby.
DJ, fantastic game.
Thanks.
Listen, Kevin and the guys want to talk to you back at the studio. Right this way.
Let's do it.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey again, everybody. Ernie Johnson. I got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet here. Standing by on headset near the locker rooms, right down the hall, around the corner. We get a chance to catch up with our post-game guest.
Hey, it's Kenny. Just another superb showing from you. Now, what's been the major key to keep producing at such a high level?
Kenny, you know, I think it's just been watching film and learning where I can be better at each game. And I think it's important not to feel satisfied with your game. And as long as you improve and keep adding to your skill set, it'll work out. And, you know, I'm glad that I put a lot of work into this team, and it's made it more dangerous as a result.
Well, they don't want you to win, and you won.
Major key.
And that's going to do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For the Jet, for the Diesel, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew. The entire 2K Sports crew.
That's everyone.
Ernie Johnson. Have a wonderful evening.
right, guys, and now join.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we are with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel Shaquille O'Neal, Ernie Johnson. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Our featured matchup tonight in Chicago, where the Bulls will be going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Looking at the Nets, they dropped the first matchup against this squad. They'll try to even the series in tonight's game.
Mr. Alaska.
DJ.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, baby?
Hey, so look,
What you doing? Huh? What was that?
Nah, man, just getting loose. Just getting loose for the game. You know what I'm
Getting
talking
loose for the game? That looked like a golf swing. You got invited to the MJ golf tournament, didn't you?
No.
No, yes, you did. Don't lie to me.
No, man.
Don't lie to me. Bro, where is it?
This was more like a dribble. Let me see your swing. Let me see your swing.
Dude, you got to tell MJ, man.
Hey, man, I'm going to see you after the game.
Hey,
all right, bro.
About the...
Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action. Coming to you live on this Saturday night. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg in our sideline report. And the Bulls start out with the ball. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Quincy Acey, Booker out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Russell. And it's Kilpatrick in at the two-guard spot.
And, you know, DJ is always trying to get his guys going. If they're open, he finds it.
Pass to Kilpatrick. They set the pick. With the floater, and it's good on the layup.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
On defense, Brooklyn. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
And really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
And Greg, you know how it is. At some point, you just got to man up and play with a lot more aggressiveness and toughness and pride inside. And, you know, Kenny Atkinson is a basketball lifer, Kevin. Played professionally abroad, and after his playing career was over, he went right into coaching.
And Atkinson with a couple years as an assistant in Paris, 4 years in New York with the Knicks. He came from Atlanta, where he was a big-time assistant and well thought of by fellow Hawk players.
Yeah, you know, and after a decade as an assistant, Kevin, he led the Dominican national team, so he's had a vast reservoir of experiences on the sidelines as a coach, and now he's, of course, leading the Brooklyn Nets, and had a chance to hear him at a conference last year, and this guy is really got a chance to be outstanding as a coach and leader.
Booker the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Over to the wing. Screened by Russell. 6 to shoot. Here's Kilpatrick. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Chicago with the ball. Here's Levine. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And you know, once Levine gets the ball anywhere near the bucket, his score-first mindset takes over.
There's the screen. Over in the corner, AC. Here's Booker, and he uses the glass on the layup. Booker's got his first basket of the night.
And you got to respect the ruggedness of Booker. I mean, crafty at finding ways to get close to the bucket.
Count it, good.
That's just too easy. I mean, you can't let him post you like that.
Yeah, where's your fight? You got to show more fight. Oh! Hey! Ooh, wow. Not many players in the league can play at that elevation. I mean, Hollis Jefferson putting on the show. A high wire act.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. From outside the arc. That one, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And after that game, it was impressive to look at the box score and see the work they did at the free throw line.
And not only what they did in making them, but what they did to get to the line. I mean, they were constantly in attack mode, driving the lane and drawing fouls.
Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. He said they know the challenge going up against this team that can score so many points in a hurry. He said we cannot try to match these guys basket for basket and get away from our defense. Because if you slack off these shooters even a little bit, then they really go off. We'll see if they can find that balance tonight and even this season series. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
Exactly. I mean, they've got to be the ones dictating the tempo and the pace. Keep the high-octane offense on the other side in check. And that's exactly why you got to box him out, because when you don't, that's what happens. He burns you on the glass.
Russell passes to Hollis Jefferson. They set the screen. AC nailed from three-point land. AC's got 5.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
It's Brown with the drive. Levine can't hit. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Russell with it. Picked up by Brown. Kilpatrick. Nice D from Levine.
Well, at best, the defense was average. I mean, he must make sure to finish these layups. Got to make those.
Brown against Russell. Over in the corner, Portis. Levine kicks to DJ. Over to the left wing. Here's Mirotic. No good on the triple. The Nets with the lead. Outside, Russell. Over Brown. And Russell gets it to go.
And slithering inside, D-Lo. That's Russell's length helping him convert against pressure. And, you know, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets last season had the worst record in the league, just 20 wins. And, you know, having traded away their top draft picks from the last 2 drafts, there aren't any quick fixes on the horizon either.
Brown, good.
And, you know, DJ's interior game is very impressive. The big thing for him is that excellent body control. When he takes his time, he's really dangerous in the post.
Outside, Russell passes it to Kilpatrick. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. They set the pick. Out to the wing. Russell from long range. Mirotic grabs the miss.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
Russell against Brown. The pass to Kilpatrick. And another shot. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the evening. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Robin Lopez is checked in for Felicio. Markkanen comes in for Bobby Portis. Justin Holiday's checked in for Mirotic. And Wells is subbed in for Levine. And the free throw, no good. And Clark, when you were growing up, was there one player in pro basketball you tried to emulate or model your game after?
I really didn't pattern my game after any particular player. I tried to piece and parcel from a lot of players. I love the gracefulness of Lou Alcindor, now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, when I first saw him back in the late 60s. At his size and the way he could move and his touch was impressive. And then as I became more of a forward in high school, you looked at guys like Magic Johnson, and I looked at Marcus Johnson out at UCLA. Dr. J was a versatile forward as well. George McGinnis, who ended up becoming a really good friend of mine as I got drafted by the Pacers. Those guys that were big and mobile and had ball skills and shooting skills and rebounded, those were guys that I tried to play like.
Here's Kilpatrick. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Lynn against Brown. Dishes it to Wells. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And sometimes, you know, you don't capitalize off a good shot or a good look. Still, you got to keep letting those good looks fly.
Shot from 12. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Bulls lead by 1.
And, you know, Wells has the touch from the mid-range now. Superb at squaring himself up from this spot.
There's the pick. Lynn kicks to Carroll. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Off the left rim and out. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Now here's Cram. Defense right on him. Kicks it to Carroll. He dishes it to Lynn. Sinks the triple. Lynn's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum. And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, these teams evenly matched, Greg, trading hits and refusing to give up any advantage.
Pass to Kilpatrick. There's the screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Kilpatrick's got 8 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Wells kicks to Brown. That 3 off the mark.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
To the left wing. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 6 assists here tonight. Kilpatrick passes to Carroll. They set the pick. Feeds it to Cram. Back to Carroll. Expanding his range. No good that time. Outside Holiday. And here's Brown outside. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And now a 4-point Bulls lead.
Hey, sometimes you just got to respect the fact he can make contested shots. DJ showing superb focus and concentration in the face of some pretty aggressive defense.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. It's Chicago. They lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league, from going undrafted out of Harvard to where he is now. He says he remains very grateful.
I wasn't sure, if...
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lin has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lin.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Yeah, exactly. Right from the start, Greg, they were looking to get out and run, sprinting to their opportunities.
Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. Brown out there with Wells, and it's Valentine in at the small forward position. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. And that one falls for Lin. And the Nets with possession here. They trail by 1. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Celtics looked like he was on a mission. He finished with 21 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. Just his latest spectacular performance. He showed once again why he's a nightmare to game plan against.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when a player is that locked in, You just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
And Lynn's athleticism certainly is underrated. Back, in fact, Clark, when he played with the Rockets, they said he had the quickest first step they'd ever measured.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he is deceptively athletic, and he uses that athleticism at both ends. Defensively, he can get steals and blocks too, Kevin.
Kilpatrick. Here's Booker. And finally they hit one. Booker's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Nets have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Here's LeVert, covered by Mirotic. And here we go. Fast break. DJ's got it. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Bobby Portis. And the Nets also making a change. Crab's checked in. The Bulls leading by 3. Floats one up. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And Clark, some great players who can score no matter the situation. With that in mind, who do you think are some of the best finishers right now in a congested lane and in a lot of traffic?
Well, there's only one guy on this list for me. I've never seen anybody do the contorting and the finishing from multiple angles against all size of defender that Kyrie Irving does. He is head and shoulders above any other finisher in the league, in my opinion. Nobody has done it like that guy does.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
That free throw, no good.
Well, I really respect how DJ plays the game. I mean, he's got a fairly laid-back attitude, but it's a calming, confident presence on the court.
He hits the second from the line. Nets trail by 6. Russell with it. 17 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
5 to shoot. Booker with the screen for Russell. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
And Mirotic has it in the corner. Here's Brown, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Like how DJ is physical with the defense. I mean, he's not afraid to mix it up and go through contact on his shots.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line.
And he clearly has been feeling it when he gets to that line.
And Brown drops them both.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
Stolen by Levine. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist. And that's now 18 points for DJ.
Evan, there's no stopping him right now. I mean, he's locked in this quarter. This defense has to get the ball out of his hand.
Russell against Brown. We've got 1:55 left in the first half of basketball. 6 to shoot. There's a screen. Here's Kilpatrick. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Kilpatrick's got 10 points in the game.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Boy, like his intensity, Greg. He's not afraid to take it straight to the rack on the bigger defender. Right at it.
Brown kicks to Felicio. Count it. He has 6.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
The Nets making a switch here. Carroll's checked in. Kilpatrick passes to Crabbe. Booker is screen on Holiday. Here's Crabbe. Booker dishes to Russell. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Now here is Holiday. He had 10 points in the win against the Celtics in Boston. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And now it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
That would be ideal, and that's exactly what they'll try to do. They don't need to rush it, just need to get a quality shot, and quickly.
Carroll with it, now guarded by Mirotic. They set the pick. A 3-ball. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Mirotic has got 5 rebounds tonight. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. The dish to Holiday. Back to Brown. Out to the right wing. That's good from Mirotic on the assist by DJ. Brown's got his 8th assist here tonight. And so it's Chicago. 13.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, your assessment of how your team played in that first half?
I thought we came out with a very good mentality on the defensive end, getting steals, letting fast break layups. I thought our pace was good on offense. If we can keep that up, we'll be in good shape.
Coach, thanks for your...
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, and you know, he accumulated a lot of assists, and I liked how unselfish he was, Greg.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Trevor Booker, also Quincy Acey out there. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Russell. And it's Kilpatrick in at shooting guard. Mirotic the screen. It's Brown with the drive. Acey with the rebound. Acey's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Kilpatrick. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Kilpatrick's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Nets. Here's DJ. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Love the fire, intensity that DJ plays with on offense. Feels like nobody can guard him. Getting to any spot on the floor with ease, he makes it look simple.
Acey nailed from 3-point land. Acey's got his 3rd basket of the night.
That defense was totally lost. Don't know how you let a shooter get off such a clean look from beyond the arc. Come on, you got to pay attention.
Brown outside. Here's Felicio, and the layup's good off the glass. Felicio's got 8 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Back to Booker. And it's Russell in the corner. Down low, here's Hollis Jefferson. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. The Bulls leading by 10.
From the moment he set foot in the league, Rondé Hollis Jefferson has been an elite defender. That's his calling card. He's a terrific athlete, can guard really any position on the floor, except maybe some centers, but heck, I wouldn't even mind trying him against most of the centers for short stints. He's that good on deep.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
So for the Bulls, Lopez comes in for Felicio, and Wells is subbed in for Zach LaVine. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for the Nets. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's the screen. Pass to Kilpatrick. Goes up the baseline. Good D by Lopez. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And it's DJ missing.
He's not shooting a high percentage right now, and part of the reason could be that his shot quality is poor, and he's just got to be a little smarter about his shots.
Here's Kilpatrick. He feeds it to AC. Booker the pass to Kilpatrick. Here's the three. They get it again. Second shot opportunity, and the Nets miss again.
Not surprising he missed that one, though, Kevin. I mean, the defense was very aggressive on him there.
And that one's good, DJ.
Like the way DJ finishes around the defense. Even when he's surrounded inside, he's composed. He doesn't get rattled. Big-time poise.
There's the pick. Lin the pass to Kilpatrick. Shoots over Mirotic. No good off the back of the rim.
Obviously, I mean, it would go a long way if he's making his shots. Right now, they're behind, and they certainly could use his help.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
Yeah, I think he's trying to put this one away, quite honestly. I mean, it feels like he can lay it up against any type of defense, and he can.
Lin against Brown. Lin kicks to Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And the awareness from Lin, outstanding. A true point guard who really sees the floor well.
Deflects the pass. Good D by Lopez.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Lin against Brown. Mirotic the screen. He hits Brown with the drive and finished off by Mirotic.
I love how quickly DJ makes decisions. Great at threading the needle in the pick and roll. Those pocket passes right on target.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Here's the screen. Kilpatrick passes to AC. Gets the three-pointer to fall. AC's got 6 points in the quarter.
Always got to patrol the three-point line. When you don't, you suffer the consequences.
Here's Lopez on the dunk by Lopez.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Timeout called, the Nets. And Clark, when you think back to your career, what do you miss the most about playing in the National Basketball Association?
Well, you know, for me, Kevin, because my career was cut short due to injury, I missed the opportunity to see how good I could have been on a winning team, on a playoff team. Back in the early 80s, the Pacers were building towards that, and I never got a chance to be part of a playoff team. And the camaraderie you establish in going through the shared misery and joy of competing is something that's special and unique to sports, and you really don't find it in any other venue.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And really, the first 3 or 4 seasons of his career, DeMarre Carroll was kind of a fringe rotation player. I think once his three-point shooting took form in Atlanta, that's when his value as a player skyrocketed.
2.
And he can't get the first one. And for DeMarre Carroll, able to hit the 3, but it all starts for him, Greg, at the defensive end.
Yeah, he can be an intimidator on that side of the ball, and with his lockdown mentality defensively, he only needs to provide complementary scoring to be a key contributor.
A post-All-Star break look now at how the breakdown between three-pointers and other shots have been for Chicago.
And they have been feasting from long range, shooting with volume and accuracy. It's been a good recipe for them offensively. And, boy, it puts a lot of pressure on opposing defenses to try and cover all that space.
Free throw good, DJ. And both free throws good for DJ. Nets trail by 16. Outside, Lynn. Pass to Carroll. Fires from 14. Good as the jump shot falls.
And usually Carroll will stay beyond the arc. That time stepping in for the basket.
Here's DJ. Banked in off the glass. Brown's got 26.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Lynn against Brown. They set the pick. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Carroll for 3. Wells grabs the miss. Chicago leading by 16. The kick out to Brown. No good with the wing jumper.
Like the shot selection. They couldn't cash in with no defense in the area, but still, they'll take that shot every day and for a month of Sundays.
Crab from long range. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys? Huh? What a group. You look at DJ all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
Me too, Greg. I mean, the way he has sustained his level of play for the entire season, that's what's most impressive, the consistency of his performance. He hasn't had the major ups and downs that so many rookies go through.
He kicks it to Valentine. Rob. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from LeVert.
Like the way LeVert controls himself, always under control, knows what he's looking for, takes his time, particularly when he's close to the basket.
Here's DJ. And let's quickly check out the best young defenders, how they've been playing in the low post lately. Your rookie block leaders for the past month, DJ third, and of course, Lauri Markkanen.
Just a productive month for both of these young guys with regard to their rim protection.
Yeah, the SWAT team, let's just call them that. They do not make it easy. Your offense is designed to pound the ball inside. You better get back to the chalkboard when you're dealing with these two guys.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Justin Holiday's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And it's Grant in for Wells. Crab, no good. The Bulls leading by 14. Brown kicks to Lopez. Grant dishes to DJ. Holiday sets the pick for Brown. The feed to Holiday. Here's Markkanen. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 10 points for Lauri Markkanen.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Lynn the pass to Carroll. With the teardrop, and he sinks the layup. Carroll's got 5 points in the quarter.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Here's Lopez. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bulls lead by 17.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Crab, that's for 2. That one misses. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Now here's Markkanen. Carroll covering. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. They get it back. Grant kicks to DJ. Passes it to Markkanen. Back to Brown. Here's Lopez. And at last, they get one to fall. Lopez has got 8 points.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
Now here's Carroll. Guarded closely. Just 5 to shoot. There's Crabb with a 3. Cans it from downtown. 10 points for him.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Markkanen dishes to Grant. Now DJ. Back to Grant. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
Yeah, making his teammates better through his passing. Greg, you know about that because you did it. Great job sharing the ball.
Well, I appreciate it, partner. Always important to have somebody keep rhythm in the game.
And so it's Chicago, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Fred Hoiberg in a recent huddle with his players.
Keep competing, guys. Keep competing. Hey, we made the extra pass all quarter. Great job. Great job. Keep that movement out there. All right, keep attacking, guys. Every time we get into the paint, something good's happening.
Fred Hoiberg smelling blood. Loves what they've been able to do offensively. Some changes for Chicago. Portis, he's checked in for Markkanen. Mirotic comes in for Justin Holiday. And it's Brown in for Grant. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Jeremy Lin comes in for Damari Carroll. We've got Mirotic. Zach LaVine is out there with Brown. And it's Felicio in at center. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead. You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet dime. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one for a teammate.
Russell, no luck. The Bulls leading by 14. There's Brown with the 3. Portis, the pass to Mirotic. In the corner, it's LaVine. Brown outside. Bulls with the first shot clock.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Here's Felicio. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Felicio's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
They set the screen. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Crabb's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Tell you what, this is a guy who's really improved his mid-range game. I mean, LaVine working hard to become an all-around threat.
Outside, Russell. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Hey, you know, D'Angelo Russell clearly has had his missteps. A lot of young players do. Embroiled in a controversy a couple of seasons back that hurt his relationship with his teammates. I think he's still in the process of working to recover that trust.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
He misses the free throw. And Russell in the past criticized Clark for his maturity or the lack of maturity. But, you know, Clark, we forget how young a lot of these guys are.
Yep, well said. They are young, but there is a level of professionalism that you have to embrace pretty quickly. And D'Angelo struggled with that initially, but he's the kind of kid, he's smart. He wants to be good. I think he's going to zero in and put it all together because we know the talent is there. Now it's about maturing.
Lynn with it. Now defended by Levine. Russell with the bucket.
He didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Basket counts, and that's now 30 points for DJ.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's AC. Lopez covering. Outside Russell. Over in the corner, AC. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 6 assists here tonight.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
DJ kicks to Levine. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Brown, and he gets the bucket. DJ's got 32 points.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DJ.
And, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Shot from 12. Brooklyn with the rebound. Hollis Jefferson's got his 4th rebound in this one. The pass to Kilpatrick. Outside, Lynn dishes to AC. Lynn against Brown. Booker left side. Kept alive. Here's Lynn. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, Lynn is a really creative scorer, especially when he knifes inside the heart of the defense. He's just got nice body control and a real awareness as to what shot works best.
Levine can't hit. Nets trail by 13. Outside, Lynn.
Boy, Lynn is not only smooth, but he's crafty at getting contact. A physical player who really works to get himself to the line.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those. Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
.119 left in the game. Brown dishes to Levine, and the shot goes down. And the Bulls lead by 14.
Boy, you got to like the decision-making of DJ. I mean, fantastic at cutting the defense apart with his passing ability. Nice.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here's Lynn. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And league expansion is something that simply won't leave the conversation in the NBA right now, Clark. Do you think that the NBA adding another team or 2 is inevitable?
I don't think it's inevitable. As a matter of fact, I think we're at a good number where we are, Kevin. It's still the best league in the world, and I think you could dilute that a bit if you added teams. So I'm fine with where we are.
off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And, you know, the former undrafted point guard just continues to impress. Lynn is an exciting, unpredictable player on the court, but he brings value, too.
Hollis Jefferson. Good D by Lopez.
And I think all the credit goes to the defense there, Kevin. Exceptional job getting the shooter to rush that layup.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Chicago.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And now racking up there, I can't believe I'm saying it, 71st victory of the season. Wow. Not something that happens often. What a ride it's been for this team.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that 3rd meeting.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DJ.
And the sharing of the sugar, very impressive. I mean, he seemed to know exactly when to get the ball to his teammates.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Markkanen, he's checked in for Portis. Denzel Valentine comes in for Mirotic, and Justin Holiday subbed in for Zach LaVine. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul, and he's on his way to the free throw line.
Boy, you really got to be careful with Booker because he's so good at scoring while getting bumped.
That's all you. Get in there.
There's 14 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's Brown with the drive, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Brown's got 36.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Big time. I mean, it's amazing. Their crowd's letting them hear it, and that's always inspiring. They want to see this thing get wrapped up.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down.
Completely under control for the vast majority of the game, and whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Great production offensively tonight. How did you find some rhythm?
Thanks, DA. You know, I was just trying to find the seams in their defense, and my teammates did a really good job of just finding me in positions that I could score. You know, I don't score as much as I did tonight unless the rest of the team is just really making things easy for me. So honestly, they deserve all the credit.
No, you're way too kind. You deserve some of it, too. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.
Tired. Yeah. A little hungry, too, to be honest with you.
Hey, I am, too.
I want something new, though. Hey, what about Italian?
Nah, that's too heavy. What about some Korean barbecue?
So Italian's too heavy, but you want barbecue?
Korean barbecue.
What's the difference?
You gotta cook the meat yourself on a little grill, and then they also give you cabbage.
So why would I pay to do the work?
What about soul food?
Now you're talking, boo-boo.
Hey, fellas, can I talk to you before you head in town? Hey, look, we got a brutal stretch coming up against some really good teams. No complacency. Let's get ahead and stay ahead. If we fall behind now, we'll be swimming upriver for the rest of the season. Cool? Cool? You fellas enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Awesome. YOLO.
Yeah.
This dude really think he drank.
So you want to get some sushi?
Y'all didn't just see him do YOLO? Who still says YOLO?